YouTube was good. It's your boy LaRon, Potent Pondering. I'm back with another video. Please come in and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live or I do uploads. Yo, I've been wanting to come and talk about this whole situation and the crisis going on in Haiti. So I'm not sure if a lot of you are privy to, any updates or even the knowings of what's going on in Haiti. But I just wanted to come and speak to y'all about it. Like, yo, let me just tell you this. You already know, like throughout the United States, there's Haitians everywhere, right? But I really had like the opportunity, like one of my friends, she's Haitian. One of my friends, she's Haitian. And she used to always tell me these stories. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like it used to just fall on deaf ears. I would hear her out and I kind of I understood what she was talking about, but I didn't really like see the impact of what she was talking about. So I just wanted to come and maybe open your eyes to this. Now, let me just say this. Everybody is talking about what's going on in Haiti, how like, the gang is taking over the crisis. People are how people are passing away. Uh, you know, for lighter terms, you know what I'm saying? But I just want the first thing that I want to speak about, and I'm not going to make this video long, just enough so that you could grasp onto it. The first thing that I want to say is I feel like Haiti was done wrong from the beginning. Like, they want to compare it now and talk about how the Dominican Republic is so much more lucrative over Haiti. But yeah, could man, you gotta what I'm gonna tell you is this because there's only but so much I can cover. They was set up to fail. The nation was set up to fail. And it's just like, and the crazy thing about it is I feel like everybody has blood on their hands from France for sure. Listen, once I started to dig into this and started to really like look into the history, it made me like, I was one of those people like, oh, I want to go to Paris, I want to go to go to France, I want to do this. Now I have no desire. I'm telling you, just from the past few weeks of just researching and like really like refreshing and like, oh, this is what Cassandra meant. This is exactly what she was talking about. Now I completely get it. Like, can you imagine? So being under the tutelage control of France for over 100 years, Haiti was the first Black republic to fight and get, and to get their freedom from France. So that was like they fought them from like 1792, which is like 100 years after that they had been under the control of France. So they got their independence, I think like early 1800s, like 1804, right? So they got their independence and everything. And then the thing about it was, is once they got their independence, France came back in 1825. And this is going to stun you if you didn't know about it. So they came back like eight, I think it was eight, don't, I think it was 1820, 1825. They came back 1824, around that time, right? They came back and demanded reparations from France. They demanded reparations from France. So France had, because they said basically being that Haiti had their own independence, that they lost money on, they lost income basically. And I think it was to the tune of $130 billion that Haiti had to pay France back. So if you think about it, this country was set up to fail. It was set up to fail. And they said once they had their own independence, America didn't want to do business. None of the other nations wanted to do business with Haiti. So I believe, in my own opinion, Haiti was set up to fail. They're calling it, saying that it's almost a failed state now. But look at what everybody did. I feel like Haiti, if you want to like give an analogy, I feel like Haiti is the way that they treated it. It was almost like like a girl who didn't know her worth or whatever, and everybody had her legs in the air, and they just did her wrong. Just everybody just had a piece of it. The United States, they in on it too. Haiti, they went over there and took the money from the reserve and brought it back to Citibank in New York City. Like, yo, it's so much. It's so much. And it's like, I remember hearing these stories, but now it makes so much sense. Now I understand why so many people had issues against Wyclef John, right? Because I started reading these articles and hearing different content on YouTube, and they're talking about the NGOs, which are the government agencies that do like the charitable, do like they do the charitable work for like, for different countries or different causes, right? And so for some reason, soon as I heard that NGO, I Googled Wyclef John NGO, and I realized that so many people were mad at Wyclef because he had an NGO. And what they were using these organizations for is because the country was so corrupted by the leaders stealing the money, that they were not, they were giving the money to the NGOs, and they basically was treating Haiti like a lick. They was basically treating it like a lick. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this. I can't go into everything in this video, but trust me, Haiti was set up to fail. And then they had several leaders who the people didn't trust in. What is that guy named? His name was Papa Duck, and it's a guy on YouTube that I follow. I don't know if he where he got that name from, or what the reason is behind using that name, but that man was not a good person. The way that he treated the civilians of Haiti, and then his son went into power once he was dying, and then as of recently, like in 2021, they had a President Moise. He was assassinated, and he was done in by some mercenaries that were from the United States. Now, I don't know if you understand what a mercenary is. Mercenaries is like I don't even know if it's illegal, but it's pretty much a business for ex-soldiers who, when they want something done, they're going to pay them off, whether it's $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month. They pay them off to go and to complete a task, and the task was to knock off Moise. Right now, I heard people saying that Moise was trying to do good things for the people of Haiti, and then I heard other things about that as well. I don't know 100% details. I'm gonna have to do some more research on it. But what I want to say is that um the country, I believe, it just has a disparity. And also, they want to compare things like, oh, if you look at the Dominican Republic and you look at Haiti, the areas like desolate of trees and things like that of their lumber. Yeah, because all of they were selling their lumber as a way to make income. I think they were selling it to France. If you know don't quote me on it, but they were selling their lumber. So they said, if you look at an aerial view of Haiti, uh, there's no trees or anything. And if you look at the Dominican Republic, it's like they got trees, that they have the whole greenery set up. So the way that I view this is just like, people in the Caribbean, those are our brothers and sisters from, they're across the water. They both been through the same things as far as like the slave trade and all of that, the same things that the Americans, and I believe that Haiti had more slaves over there than the United States, from what I was researching. But I just feel bad for them, because it's just like, now as that comes into play with the gangs. I'm sorry if you see a little fluids coming out my mouth, but I'm just speaking. But now, as you see him play with everything that goes into it with the gangs, it's this guy Barbecue over there, and people have mixed reviews on him too. They're saying that he was a police officer who pretty much was tormenting people over there as well. What I read, like the gist of what's going on with him, is that uh he wants the betterment of for Haitians. He lives in the capital. He's from Port-au-Prince. Correct me in the comments if I'm not saying it right. He's from Port-au-Prince. He's an ex police officer, and he wants, he wants better for Haitians. He wants the healthcare. He wants someone in office who is going to do right by Haitians. Like, they have so many corrupt leaders. Like, yo, I'm gonna need to do a completely separate video just to touch on that. But so a lot of people are talking about this guy Barbecue. Let me actually bring this up right now so y'all could just understand like who he is. Give me a second. All right. Let me just tell you a little bit about him. So how the gang leader Barbecue became one of Haiti's most powerful men. All right. So Jimmy Chezier, the elite police officer turned gang leader known as Barbecue, and there was a rumor saying that his name was Barbecue for actually putting people on fire, or setting their house on fire. But they said something different in this article. It's mixed reviews on him. But anyway, let me get through the article. Barbecue has risen through Haiti's political vacuum to become one of the country's most powerful men. Chezier, and correct me if I'm not saying the name right, I apologize, who got his nickname from his mother's famous grilled chicken, has proved himself a savvy player of both traditional and social media, charismatic leader who unifies several of Port-au-Prince's disparate gangs to control much of the city and demand embattled Prime Minister Ariel Henry to step down. That's another thing. In America, see, I be feeling like we so I don't necessarily want to say blessed, because this country has its things with it as well. But imagine gangs taking over the government, and like we don't that's not anything that I believe that we will be worried about. But over there, the gangs they're taking over. They're controlling the export. they can't export any goods. I heard that. I was listening to, and I don't want to go off, but I was listening to a guy who had like a mango business, and he said he lost millions of dollars because they were blocking any exports from the country because they want change. You know what I mean? But it seems like it is really cruel. But let me just get back to the article. Let me just get back to that. I apologize for cutting that off. But so, all right, give me 1 second. I apologize. All right. So he wanted I see that as Henry, but it's Henri. That's how they say it over there. So he has been accused of crippling Haiti's economy through extortion and blocking port terminals. So he's blocking the port. He's not allowing any exports to go out. His alleged leadership of and participation in slum massacres and violence have left him feared at home and sanctioned internationally. His gang's most frequent victims are the poor residents and small business owners of the slums that he controls. And so this is my question. If you're trying to be for the people, then why is he targeting the poor people who live in the slums? This is what I'm saying. It's like, there everything has nuance, right? So it's like he wants change in the government, and they even said that he wants to be a politician, but they won't allow him to be a politician. So I think that he's going about things his way, like, oh, I got the muscle of the streets, overthrown the man. They have overthrown the government. Him and his gang, the G9, whatever their name is, they demanded that Henri, the president, he was appointed president. He wasn't even elected. They demanded that he step down. He did step down too once they made enough noise about it. But let me continue this article. So he has been a so we read that part. So him impacting the poor people, small business owners in the slums he controls. But Henri criticized for failing to contain the violence or lead the country to new elections, finally agreed Monday that he would step down once a transitional president council had chosen an interim leader to replace him. Chezier, who was barbecue, was one of the several forces pressured from the United States and Caribbean community. They were others that helped him out of office, that helped push him out of office. So, once barbecue was making the noise, the other communities, the United States, the Caribbean community, and others helped push him out of office. And I just want to say this again, not enough time, but I want you to do some research on the United States hand in the demise of Haiti. The United States hand in the demise of Haiti. They should be over there helping them. You want to put your nose in other people's business, hundreds of thousands, thousands of miles away overseas. How about going over there and helping these people over there? Listen, your hands is dirty. I don't care what nobody say. Let's continue. So, all right. So Chezier, having been sanctioned by the United Nations, is ineligible to serve on the council. And I think that's infuriating him. But with his power and influence, he is likely to continue influencing Haiti's trajectory. Here's what to know about him. What is Jimmy Chezier's role in Haiti's political chaos? Often seen wearing a bulletproof vest and flanked by men and boys carrying assault rifles, Chezier portrays himself as a savior of the streets in the beleaguered Caribbean nation of 11 million. How can you be a savior doing some of those things, man? So in 2020, he became a major player by uniting several of the warring gangs of Port-au-Prince into powerful new confederation named the G9 family and allies to launch what he called a revolution. He announced in its formation on YouTube dressed in a powder blue three-piece suit. So during much of the time since, he has pressured Henri to stand down. Last week, while the prime minister was in Nairobi promoting UN-approved Kenya-led security force for Haiti, let me just say this, and let me say this: the Haiti does not want, they don't really want any association with the UN, and they don't want Kenya troops, Kenya police officers coming over there policing things. They don't want that, and very uncomfortable relationship with the UN because the UN came over there after the hurricane they had in 2010, and they were pretty much dumping contaminated sewage in the river, which caused a cholera outbreak. And it claimed the life of like over 10,000 people or more. So they don't have a loving relationship with the UN, and they don't trust them at all. Haiti looks at a lot of people who appear to try to help them as people who are either taking the money or it's not for the greater good of them. So they're not with. So Henri, he's over there in Kenya trying to get assistance from their troops and their tasks, and they don't want that. So all right. So now he was in Nairobi promoting a UN-approved Kenya-led security force for Haiti. Chezier gave him an ultimatum: resign, or the country is headed straight to genocide. So this man is trying to take the country to genocide. Wow. United States, where you at? If the international community continues to support him, they are taking us to civil war, he warned. We will fight until Ariel Henry's resignation. On Monday, before Henry announced the intention to resign, Chezier said a new government should be chosen by his coalition. So he's given ultimatum. He said the new government should be chosen by his coalition and the Haitian people, which he probably has control over. So he also lambasted and planned security force. He also lambasted the planned security force where they're trying to get from Kenya. It will plunge Haiti into chaos, Chezier said. We are having a bloody revolution in the country. So Carlos Solar, senior research fellow of Latin America security at the London-based think tank Royal United Services Institute, said that Chezier commands a formidable force. We've seen a massive influx of weapons, which they're getting from the United States. Let me tell you this. Let me just say this. And I have to say this. Haiti, they're having an issue with at their port with getting agriculture or different things out that the business owners can't make money, but it's very easy for them to get the guns that they're receiving so many weapons that are being exported from the United States. And then, they were speaking to a guy who works the exporting business over in Miami, and he was making it seem like he checks everything and he checks people's IDs. A lot of these people be in on these plots, like they be in on it, whether they're receiving money or they're being threatened. And the way that I feel, they probably being threatened, like, you better let this come through, whatever. So they have connections in the United States with people who are sending over machinery over to people in Haiti. So they ain't, man, listen, it's crazy. So let's continue. So let's see. Solar. All right. So Solar believes that Chezier is aware of the sway he holds over negotiations for Haiti's future and probably wants to become a politician at some point. He says he's not a gangster. He's claiming to represent the people and trying to legitimize himself, Solar said. If a new government comes, what are they going to do with Jimmy and the other gang lords? They are not going to lay down weapons easily. So if Haiti is to move forward, Solar said, an armistice or informal pact with the gangs might be required, but such collusion between the government and alleged criminals is deeply unpopular among Haitians. Who is barbecue? Chezier, thought to be in his late 40s, was born in a Delmas neighborhood of Port-au-Prince. The youngest of 8 children, the Associated Press has reported, but his father died when he was 5 years old. He became the member of Haiti's national police, working with the riot squad before being expelled. He's an expelled police officer, a decision that he called unfair. Articulate and charismatic, he has tried to cast himself in Delmas as a protector, often seen handing out food, hosting journalists, and patrolling the streets. This is an armed revolution, he told the Washington Post in 2020. We will put guns in the hands of every child if we have to. Wow. And where will that lead to? But he might be more feared than loved. And that's the thing too. So Chezier has been accused of leading massacres. Listen to this part. Listen to this. This is why I told you. Like, everything has nuance. So, oh man, my lighting. We're gonna continue on because we're already deep in it. So, all right. So Chezier was accused of leading massacres in which dozens of men, women, and children have been killed, most notably in 2018 in the slums of La Saline, where at least 71 people were killed at, let me bring this in full for y'all. I apologize. So, he was accused of leading massacres in which dozens of men and women and children were killed, most notably in 2018 in the slums of La Saline, where at least 71 people were killed, at least 7 women raped, and more than 400 houses destroyed, according to the United Nations. Chezier denies all allegations. He was sanctioned by the United States in 2020 for human rights abuses and by the United Nations in 2022. The UN Security Council said that his actions, which have allegedly included extorting small businesses, kidnapping for ransom, and blockading a fuel terminal for months at a time, so have directly contributed to the economic paralysis and humanitarian crisis in Haiti. Yeah, he's blocking it. He's man. How does one person have all of this power? It's like the government must really be afraid, you know, of these gangs. So Barbecue was quite a character, Solar said. He's a bit of a Robin Hood. He represents himself as this. He represents himself as this. Shezia styles himself a champion of social justice. Today, I feel much more useful than when I was a member of the Haitian police, he told the New Yorker last year. There are a lot of people who depend on me. He likened himself to Malcolm X and the Haitian revolutionary leader John Jacques Dessalines. His cell phone cover, the New Yorker reported, was a pop art image depicting him as the Che Guevara, the Argentine Marxist revolutionary, complete with a beret. So they treating him like he a god out there. So could Chezier himself lead Haiti? Chezier is unlikely to lead Haiti. Analysts say it's unclear that enough Haitians support him, but it's clear that enough Haitians support him. He's not the country's most powerful gang leader, some say, just the most visible. Oh, that's interesting. So other figures such as Guy Felipe are better known. Philippe, a former rebel commander. He led the 2004 uprising that ousted then President John Bertrand Aristide, Aristide returned to Haiti last year after being freed from the U.S. prison. He served time after pleading guilty to money laundering related to drug trafficking. Philippe too called for Henry's removal. I'm sorry. So, but Chezier has clearly filled a void, said Christopher Sabatini, senior Latin America fellow at London's Chatham House. In the moments of political vacuum and crisis, new leaders emerge. Chezier's influence over the streets, Sabatini said, his cache of weapons and his control of much of the capital could give him effective veto power. Over the proposed transitional presidential council and elections, he grabbed the limelight. He has more of a media presence than most. He plays to the audience, Sabatini said. He's a factor of the power dynamic right now. Yeah, I just feel horrible for the people in Haiti because listen, they said that Haiti is comparable to like Uganda as far because they consider Uganda a failed state, and I'm telling you they would not be in this position if so many countries did not leech off of them. Um, Come on, how did France go over to Haiti? Use them up, enslave the people over there, and then tell them that they got to pay reparations back. That so Haiti got their independence in 1804, and then France they got mad. They pulled up with several ships. I think they said it was like over 12 ships, and they demanded that they pay them reparations. They demanded that they pay them reparations, or they was gonna pretty much bomb the capital of Haiti. So man, I don't want to go to France anymore. Just to be honest. So what's happening in Haiti? Haiti, beset by a long history of political corruption, gang violence, and economic exploitation, is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Everyday Haitians are caught in the middle of a crossfire between government agencies and gangs, Solar said. There's very little hope for them. Haitians' distrust, even hatred of the political class runs deep, Sabatini said, and Chezier has been able to use that in his violence and threats. He captures popular anger in ways that current politicians don't and can't. Chezier's conversation of a fragmented, chaotic network of criminal organizations that were combative into the political agenda was a key achievement, he said. It transformed him into a criminal political entrepreneur. And Henry's promise to resign, Solar said Chezier got what he wanted, but how big of a role he'll play going forward is unclear. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So I thought that this was a good article, kind of like summing up who this guy was. This guy Barbecue was in Haiti, who's causing all of this, chaos. So that was that. So listen, y'all, I apologize. My light went off, but I still wanted to complete the video. We're already 25 minutes in. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel if you still here. You know what I mean? Please, please, please do that. So the next thing I want to talk about. So the US Embassy sent let's see, the US Embassy sent some troops over to Haiti because they have an embassy in Haiti for because there were Americans over there. So today they announced that the first flight of Americans from Haiti lands at Miami International Airport to escape the chaos. All right. So these people were over in Haiti, everything going on with the gangs and the violence and people, dying every day. So those people were pretty much trapped. And just to let you know this as well, they even they blocked off like routes to the airport, like so that you couldn't get to the airport and fly out. It was like, yo, uh, barbecue and on this gang madness, he trying to shut everything out. I just don't understand. You seen where he said in the wordplay, he said that it's gonna be a genocide. Why would you want to cause a genocide over political? I understand that they don't trust a lot of the political leaders, but why would you want the people and the poorest people of that nation to suffer? And they said now the crime is even starting to reach places like, imagine you thinking like Beverly Hills or like Calabasas and those nice places. Imagine those crimes of those inner cities reaching those other places. They said it's starting to happen now in Haiti. So, man, anyway, let's finish up this article right here. I wanted to touch on the people who uh, they got back to the United States. All right, so Miami, the first flight from Haiti in 2 weeks landed in Miami International Airport on Sunday afternoon, a source told CBS News Miami. The Global X charter flight from Cap Haitien touched down at 2:30 p.m. According to the flight attendant, there were 47 passengers on board, all whom were U.S. citizens escaping the chaos. Passengers say that they became aware of the U.S. sponsored flight through an email and all became aware through the State Department webpage. The State Department later confirmed that the flight's arrival and said that government officials were helping the passengers with the next steps. We will continue to assist the U.S. citizens as long as commercial options remain unavailable and the security environment permits us to do so, a State Department spokesperson told CBS News. So the spokesperson said that the department was in contact with other U.S. citizens looking to leave Haiti, and that the State Department was examining options for departures out of Port-au-Prince, and will inform U.S. citizens about them as soon as they were able to safely and securely arrange them. Man, right now, gangs have nearly taken control of the capital Port-au-Prince, of the capital Port-au-Prince, where approximately 1 million people live. The constant gunfire, I'm sorry. So the constant gunfire has forced many residents to stay locked in their homes for fear of violence, and there is a concern of starvation. Man, nearly all relief groups have stopped operating because of the violence. All right. So Avlik Kwesa was in Haiti visiting his mother and said conditions were terrible. The suffering you can only imagine, he told CBS. So Kwesa said that he registered with the US Embassy to get on the flight and signed a promissory note to pay for the flight later. It's an awesome feeling. I feel like a diplomat, a flight attendant commented to Murray. So yeah, this is crazy. So people are trying to flee Haiti now based on what's going on over there with barbecue. He got the country in chaos right now. So again, I just want to say I think that wanting change in a country, that's one thing, but causing a genocide and making people fearful to even come outside and causing starvation, like people are scared over there. They're scared, and I just feel like the people can come together and they can want that change and everything, but when you're starting to harm people and you're trying to cause a genocide, I don't see how that's helpful at all. So listen, I want to get out of here because I'm in the dark now, obviously. I hope that you took something from this video, and hopefully you'll do more research on your own as well and just look into some of the history of Haiti. But man, the country has been through a lot, and a lot of people have blood on their hands with the way that they dealt with Haiti. The United States, France, a lot of people, United States and France mainly. So the people of Haiti just don't trust people in power because they feel like everyone is corrupted. And even as we see and talk about barbecue, he has good things that he's fighting for, but he also has a history as well. What I'm learning is that corruption follows so many people. Are the good people missing out on just being good people and trying to get to where they want to be? Like, um, you know, by being law abiding citizens no matter where you live, or do you have to have a bit of corruption in everything that you do? I'm starting to notice, like, it seems like a lot of leaders have a bit of corruption. Listen, this is your boy LaRon, potent pondering. I hope, like I said, you took something away from this video. Do some more research. Just click around on YouTube, search Haiti crisis, Haiti gangs, Haiti history. Just look up a lot, and if you have any Haitian friends, see what type of information they can offer up. Because, like I said, my friend Cassandra used to talk to me about stuff like, saying how her people was disempowered, and she would tell me that for like years, and just different stories about Haiti, and it was like it went in one ear and out the other. I heard her though, but I didn't understand and see the impacts until I started looking online and looking into a lot of this stuff. So I implore you to do the same and just look into it. So anyway, this is your boy LaRon, potent pondering. I'm up out of here. Y'all be blessed. Peace.